guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, oh, I'm so excited. It was a hard decision though. It was very hard. It took me a little bit to decide which one. So anyway, today, as you could tell from the title of the video, I finally am going to sit down to use Cosmic Brushes palette, and I decided I'm gonna do the Delicious Delights today. So as you know, if you've seen my other videos, here's this palette. I really want to get into this one because, oh, is it gonna shift? Yeah, it's like green, pink. You see that, how it shifts? I really want to see what that color does. So I think that color was the deciding factor for me. But if you've seen my other videos, you'll know that I've purchased 3 other palettes. So I also have the Muse palette. I think this one is sold out, and I think the Delicious Delights is sold out. But if I'm not mistaken, the Serenity palette is still available, and this one looks gorgeous too. Like I said, this was a very hard decision to pick which one, but I think that one, like, multi-chrome shifting color is what did it for me. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure this was in the $20 range, and it is an indie. If you don't know, it's an indie brand in the UK. I've watched videos on it, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, the formula is amazing, this company is amazing, this, that, and the other. And I was like, you know what, I really need to try it. So again, you get 3, 4, 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20 colors. The palette's in the $20 range. I don't remember with the exchange. The packaging is like a cardboard, but it's nice. Doesn't feel super flimsy. And then you do get a mirror. But yeah, let's see. It says some colors contain pigments, you know, just so you know, which according to US law may not be suitable for use in the eye area, so they put that on there. It could stain. So anyway, without further ado, let's just get into it. So if you want to see what I do, then just keep watching. Okay, so I already know I'm going to use that one color. Oh my gosh, like when I look down at it, it's got like green, orange, but then it's like pink. I don't know, it's kind of wild. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm gonna go in with Marshmallow, and I'm gonna use that as my transition shade, and I'm gonna pick that up on my Morphe E30 brush. Tap that off. Let's do this eye. Let's see. That is super pretty. It went on nicely. It is buildable. It's blending out. It does kind of remind me of like a fluffy marshmallow. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, because marshmallows are usually white, but like they're fluffy. This color feels fluffy. I don't know. I really like it. Okay. That blended out nice. Okay. Ooh, excited. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Like, I'll figure out the rest of the eye, but I'm going in with this color. Like, I cannot wait any longer. And then we're just gonna do the rest of the eye around it. So I'm gonna pick up this Morphe M124 brush, and I'm gonna pick up this color Sprinkles. Ooh. It is soft, so just be careful. Comes up in chunks. Oh my gosh, look at that. Like, I wonder if I can get it to shift. No, I don't think it's gonna pick up. All right, so I'm gonna pick up that color, and I'm going to put that in the center of the lid. Not bad, not bad. That is so wild. Hold on. Can you see that shift? I feel like because I keep wanting to look. Oh my goodness. It's so weird. It's like pink, but it's like green. I want to see what happens. I'm going to pick up a little bit on my finger. Ooh, that's so soft and buttery. Oh my goodness. Like, you see how it's green? Like, that's what it's shifting to. But I don't think it's going to pick that up on here. Let's see. Do you see the green on my lid in the mirror? In the mirror, that's what it shifts to. Is that not wild? Oh, I love it. All right, hold on. Let me get this. I don't know what's going to happen if I get it wet. Okay, let me get situated. So I went to get it wet, and I was like, oh, I don't have my spray. Let me back out just a little bit. Okay. So I picked some more up on my brush. I don't know what's going to happen. Get a little spritz. And I'm just using my Morphe Luminous setting spray, per usual. You can give anything. It's not so much going to change the color. I think it's probably going to hold it down onto the eye. As you can see, I have hooded eyes, and it's already coming up to the top of the lid. And I am very animated. Like, when I actually sit, like, relax like this, you can see how hooded my eyes are. You see how high up that went? Oh my gosh. That is so pretty. So it just looks, I don't want to say just looks, so looking head on, it looks pink, and then like you just have flecks of like this deeper green, but I don't necessarily know. There it goes. See, I can see it shifting, so all of this is green, between the green and the pink. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Thank goodness. I'm in love already with that color. So I'm going to clean that brush off. And I think what I want to do, see a bit of green, pink. I think I'm going to go in with this jelly bean color down here. And I'm going to pick that up on this Blend Bunny B3 brush. Kind of intrigued to see the depth, because purples are usually a difficult color. And then I'm gonna I came really far out with that color. My goodness, I wasn't even realizing. So that's a really pretty color. The depth of the color is true to what's in the pan. For sure. And then I'm going to take that first brush and soften that edge. Like that. I think what I want to do is I'm going to pick up a little bit of this Charms color here on the end, the deeper purple. I'm going to clean off that brush, and I'm going to use the same brush. Tap that off, and I'm actually going to come right in here, in between where those two colors meet up, just to create a little bit more depth there, because I got a little wild with this, with this shade in the middle, and came out a little further than I typically would, but it's okay. I'm just going to pat this in the crease just to deepen that color. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's so exciting. What do I want to do on the inside? I feel like that color just took over my whole lid. It was like, hello, here I am. I'm all you need. So, I don't know. Let's do something fun. Let's do smoothie. Let's pick up this bright pink color. And I'm going to pick that up on this Beauty Bay BB209 brush. It's a little smaller. And I'm going to pick up that bright pink. I'm I'm assuming this might be one that contains pigments. And I'm going to put that in the inner corner. So I'm going to bring it in a bit, and I'm going to follow suit with connecting up where that color had already transferred. But then I'm going to bring this color into the inner corner in all of its brightness. And then bring it down onto the beginning of that lower lash line, like that. And I think, you know, because it shifts between, hold on. And I think I'm going to go back in with that sprinkles color and go over where those colors meet up to get a better blend. And then over top, like that. And I honestly think I want to bring some green in because there is green, like a green shift. I just feel like I almost wish there was like a darker green, something a bit darker than like what's across the top up here. But I think I'm going to go in with this bright neon zesty color. It's like a neon yellowish greenish. Don't scream. It'll be okay. And I think I'm going to put that on the lower lash line. Oh, and I'm using this Morphe M326 brush. I'm being so gentle. So I'm just picking that color up. It's super light, and then I'm just stippling it on. I don't know if it's the brush that's not doing it for me. Let me pick up, I'm going to pick up this Sigma Waterliner E17 brush. Pick up that same color, that zesty. I'm just tapping that color on. And I'm looking down so I can open up more of that space under my eye. Here we go. Bring it out like that. I'm going in with that prior Blend Bunny color, and I'm going to pick up that first color I put on the outer corner, the lighter one. The Jelly Bean color. I'm just going to stipple that on out here just to bring those colors together a bit more. Back in with Zesty. So you can see, oh, don't hit your face with it. And see where they blend together. Oh, let me soften this edge. I think I'm going to leave that eye like that. Everything went on like super nice. Now I'm going to go in. Oh, you guys know me and my shimmers, but I'm probably going to play down here in the blues. But I kind of want to go up here into these colors as well. And I want to use this delicious color down here in the corner. So what do I do? I think for the video, I'm going to go in and I'm going to go in with Sweetie and pick that color up. I'm going to pick that up on this Morphe E13 brush. Looks like a nice periwinkle color in the pan. Let's go ahead, we're going to hop over here. And it is I'll put that color like that. I'm going to clean that brush off. And then I'm going to go in with Ice Pop blue down here. And I'm going to go next to that color. It's definitely a light color. They look similar, but I mean up close I can see the difference in the two colors because this one's more like a baby blue and then this one has more of like that turquoisey color. Yeah, I think. And then I'm going to go in, so I'm going to stop right there for just a segundo. And I think what I want to do is go in with Sugar Plum down here. And I'm going to pick that up on this AOA Studios E122 brush. And pick it up, not getting it wet. And I think I'm going to put that right here. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's pretty. It's got purple in it. Let's see. Such a sucker for these colors. How pretty that is. Oh, I hope that's picking it up. I'm going to pick some up on my finger. Do that. It's so pretty. And I think I'm going to pick some up and I'm going to get it wet. That is super pretty. It's such a pretty color. What do I want to do? I really want to see... I think I'm going to put in some of this fizzy color just because I want to see what it looks like. So I cleaned off that brush. I'm going to go back in with that AOA E120 brush. I'm going to apply that right here. That is a very pretty frosty green color. But let me see. I'm going to pick some up on my finger. That's what it looks like. It's very light. I'm going to get it wet. So on that like pastel aspect, I bet it looks super pretty in the center as like for a halo eye. I'm going to blend over the Sugar Plum color. Like that. And then what I want to do, I'm going to go in with, what am I going to go in with? Let's go in with this one. This is a Morphe M124 brush. And I want to pick up this delicious color down here. It's like this iridescent, like opal color where it catches like purplish shift to it. Let me go ahead. Apparently I stopped talking when I try like doing something here. I'm like, oh. I'm gonna pick some more of that up and get it wet. It went down, but let's see. I feel like it needs something to adhere. That is so pretty. It's like that iridescent color shift. That is so pretty. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this lollipop color, and I'm gonna pick that up on this Morphe M507 brush. Tap that off. I'm gonna go out here and connect these colors. So I'm gonna blend up above that crease a bit. Blend out to get that eye shape. Bring it out and then up. I'm going to bring a little bit of that down onto the outer portion of the eye. Like that. I'm going to pick up that AOA brush and pick up a little bit more of that fizzy color. Put that here. Get a better blend. And then I'm going to go in with a slushy. And I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics. It just says smoke brush on it. It's a little short stubbyish brush. And I'm going to put this color down on this lower waterline, or lower lid. That color isn't as opaque as I was thinking. And it looks deeper to me. On the eye, it looks more navy-ish rather than like that bright blue maybe, but I don't know. Maybe not so much navy, because navy would be really deep. I used a new foundation today, and my concealer is creasing, and I'm gonna blame it on the new foundation because it's the only thing new. So that is a nice deep, it looks more like a deep turquoisey color. And then I'm gonna go back in with, oh shoot, I don't know. We're going to go with this Morphe 124 brush. I'm going to go back into that delicious color and bring that down a bit further on top of that blue slushy color. I know, you guys might be thinking, okay, this eye look is a bit out of control. Yeah, there's a lot of colors going on. Like that. That is so pretty. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave them like that. I'm gonna hop off, I'm gonna do some liner and some mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the finished look for the eyes. Go ahead and close. Okay, let me go ahead and zoom out. So here is this eye, if that messes you up, and then here is this eye. So I just went ahead and I used this is the, I use this is all I used. This is the ColourPop cream gel liner in Insomniac. I really like this. I use this in the waterline over here, and then in this waterline I used, I can never remember, it's such a long name, LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in Vivid. So I use that over here because I feel like this color up in here pulled some purple. So I was like, oh, let's do purple as like this extra splash of color because, you know, this look needed more color. Anyway, and then I went ahead and used the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in Nude. And the other day at Walmart, I bought a new lipstick, and I was like, oh, okay, let's go with the Milani Pink Frost. Like, Pink Frost used to be like my jam back in the day. I was like, this looks like so much fun. And then I was like, where are all the lip liners? Like, my Walmart had like no lip liners except, was it Revlon? And then they were all in like packaging or whatever, and they were like $8 or something. And I was like, I'm not paying that for a lip liner, because I already knew I had this Milani one, but like they didn't have any of these. Did they not sell these anymore like in store? I don't know. But anyway, I use that on my lips, and this lipstick feels really thick. Feels really, it's not sticky, but it feels thick on my lips, if that makes sense. If you know, you know. And then I tried to use the AOA Studio Artista eyeliner pen, and I don't know if I had it, like, I don't recall if I had it the wrong way, like stored, if I had it stored upside down, so like, you know, the product's in the tip, or if I had it like this. I just pulled it out and started using it, and I was having a really hard time like getting any like color payoff up here. This eye went better than this eye, and I'm like, is the pen dried out? Is it just not liquidy enough? Is it the texture of the shadow? Not really sure. So then I went ahead and grabbed my KVD tattoo liner in Trooper Black, and you know, it didn't go over this. It's more wet than the AOA, so it glided on pretty well through here, but it's like it didn't want to go over the texture of that shadow. So I don't wholeheartedly want to say, oh, I'm not a fan of this. I'm going to use it again and see what happens, because this one didn't do as well like in the center of my eye. I don't know, I just didn't want to go for like a big wing. And then yeah, I just threw on some mascara, and that is that. That is the completed look. I did mention that I put on a new foundation. I used the new Maybelline Skin Tint. They didn't have my color at Walmart, so I went with one that was a little lighter, and I was like, I can make this work because I can deepen it up. At first I was like, oh, I hate this, because it literally accentuated every pore and everything like right here, and then like any pore or any like crevice that is right here, it was like boom, here I am. I was like, oh no, we cannot go around looking like that. But as I finished my makeup, it's like everything settled and it kind of went together. I do still feel like if I look up close, you can see more of my pores like in here. So I may just need to use a different primer, like a pore filling primer, when I use that skin tint. I don't notice that when I use my Kosas skin tint, if that makes sense to you. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. So I'll keep trying it. It doesn't have a sticky feeling or anything like that. So otherwise, I mean, it looks nice. But over here, like, I don't feel like I typically see like all of this texture or what have you over here, and I feel like I notice it more now. So again, I might just need to use a different primer with it. So I'll try it again. So anyway, let me get on to the palette. I absolutely love it. Now, is everybody gonna wear every single color like I did today? No, absolutely not. I do that more often than not so you could see a vast majority of the colors, so I could see how they blend together, you know, mixing the different textures, the different shimmers together. How do they blend? How do they look on the eye? Do I typically always do a look like this when I go out? No, I do not. I would probably pick like this color to do like a halo eye, and then do, you know, a color there and keep it somewhat subtle if I am using like a pop of color. Sometimes I will wear more color, like more colors, but not usually as many as I put on here. Like I typically wouldn't put this color with this color, but I wanted to see how they blended together for purpose of the video, to see how this formula performs, and it did absolutely wonderfully. Like looking, nothing looks patchy, everything went on. I really didn't have any fallout. I have a little bit here, but you know, I was over here messing with my mascara because I thought I could go in with a big chunky brush, and I was like, I can do this today because I don't have very thick lashes down here, and it was a mistake. So I'm not really thinking, I think that was just like a chunk of mascara, not necessarily a shadow. I do have glitter on my face though, so I was gonna say that is the fallout I do have, is glitter down through here, but that usually doesn't bother me. Otherwise, everything went on nicely. Everything blended out nicely. I really like this palette. I feel like you could do, again, for 20 some dollars, I feel like you can get a lot of looks if you like these types of colors. You could do a pop of color and do like a really soft, like neutral eye, or just put this all over the lid and have something very subtle in your, for a transition shade. Or you could use this palette to go with a nude palette you might have. Like it's just going to enhance some other palettes you may already have. A lot of people might just like a nice neutral brown and then adding the pop of color from these shimmers in here. Or you could do an all blue eye. You could do an all matte look. I mean, there's just a lot of possibilities with it. I really like it. I think it was worth it, and I am not upset that I bought it, and I cannot wait to get into the other palettes that I got. I will say I have no idea if they're going to restock these, because like I said, this is the newest palette. I think it's still out of stock, and the Muse palette was out of stock. I bought the three of them together, like it was like a siblings thing they had, so I was like, oh, let me just get that so I can get all three of them. It took longer to get here because they had to wait for, I think, the restock of the Muse palette. I don't 100% remember because it's been a minute since I ordered them, and then it took a little bit to get here, but I'm pretty sure it's something along the lines of that. So I really enjoy it, guys. I like how the colors, you know, the eye looks turn out. Again, this isn't, you know, my typical combination, but I wanted to see how these do. This iridescent color is really pretty. This color here, just the shift in that, it's wild. Like I wish I could see myself outside of me, you know what I mean? Like I wish I could stand on the other side and be like, oh, look at your makeup. Not just looking in a mirror. But anyway, I'm rambling at this point. Can't feel stick, but it's staying where it is and it's not sticky. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun playing with these colors. Yeah, go check them out. Support an indie brand. I'm really liking it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I hope this helped you decide whether you're going to look at this brand or not. I know they have other products. They have brushes and things of that sort. Again, I just ordered the eyeshadow palettes. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening whenever you're watching this.